you don't want to give up that many points, and some of those games have been one-point victories by the BC Lions.
The Rocket will get a chance to return a kickoff. He got out to the 50-yard line. Lorenzo Graham came over to make the tackle.
Well, Flutie's talking to his coaches upstairs, and he's saying, I know we've got the mismatch. I just don't always know when they're in man coverage. I know they're going to be blitzing us when we're down close to the goal line. That's easy pickings. But what are we going to do when we're out in midfield? That's what he's talking to the coaches about now.
Joe Paupow is the quarterback coach, a former player with the BC Lions.
And if Flutie doesn't believe him, Paupow will come down and show him.
Second and 11, Toronto. Foggy for Darrell Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, easy. Petway fell down as he tried to cover Darrell Smith, and with a perfect throw from Ricky Foggy, the Argos have another touchdown.
Well, Foggy had the time. That's the worst thing you can do against Ricky Foggy, is to give him that much time to throw when he's got a receiver like Darrell Smith.
Thanks.
Because somebody left their shorts in the end zone, and it wasn't Darrell K. Smith. What a nice play, nice reception.
His second touchdown of the game, his 5th touchdown of the season.
You know, those coaches can throw away the stopwatches when a pass like that is thrown, because what your speed is doesn't matter. Darrell K. put a burst on to catch the ball.
And we'll be back with the Toronto kickoff after this.
Yes, sir! We are for real! St. Hill, what's up? We kicking it. Hey, Rodney, that's another one. Suicide, what's going on? Toronto, we for real, baby. We for real. We're going to bring it home.
Well, I'd have to agree with Darrell K. The Toronto Argonauts are for real, and if Darrell K. maintains this pace, he'll break the record for touchdowns in a season that he equaled last year when he crossed the goal line 20 times.
What Obilovich wanted to do was to get up and jam, because he knows Darrell K. Smith better than anybody. They didn't get along real well in Toronto, and Obi told us yesterday, we're going to jam him. We're going to keep him on the line of scrimmage. But Ricky Foggy had too much time, and you can't keep a receiver out of the end zone like Darrell K. Smith, and you can't keep a passer like Foggy from throwing deep. That almost worked. They were trying to squib kick and hope that somebody would mishandle it, and JP Esquerdo, he didn't know what to do. But Flutie knew what to do on that last play. He singed that ball in there, and you got to hand it to Flutie. He put a nice drive together when they were down.
Just a few seconds left, Bruce. Your thoughts on the Rocket scoring his first CFL touchdown in that half?
Well, I think he's awful excited about it. I'm sure there'll be a lot more to come, but I think he's really thrilled about being able to get that monkey off his back.
Bruce, thanks for your time.
Well, thank you.
Just over a year ago, Doug Flutie arrived in the CFL, prepared to take the league by storm. This 6 years after he delivered the famous Hail Mary pass that won Boston College the American National Championship. But for much of his first CFL season, the Lions were mired in controversy. The adjustment was difficult. This season, in a much calmer atmosphere, the adjustment seems complete. After half a dozen years of rejection in American football, Flutie has found a home in Canada.
Doug, you're in the midst of your greatest success as a professional quarterback. Are you fulfilling a burning desire to prove yourself at the professional level?
I'm just having fun. I don't know. I really don't have that desire to try to prove people right or wrong. I just want to go out and be successful and enjoy myself and be proud of what I'm doing.
What were your thoughts about the CFL, or did you have any as you were playing ball at Boston College and then went on to pro ball in the States?
I remember coach from Alabama, Perkins, said that Doug Flutie would be a great CFL quarterback. He said that in a quote once, and I took it as a slap in the face at the time. I didn't know what the heck he was talking about, but I didn't know that much about the CFL. I wasn't exposed to it, but you know, you grew up thinking the NFL was it, and that's all there was.
So if someone had told you that one day you'd be a great CFL quarterback playing with the BC Lions, you'd have been dumbfounded.
Basically, I looked at it as an insult, saying I had to go somewhere else to play. But now that I look at the game, it does suit my talents and my abilities, and you know, I would never have anticipated it happening, but I'm very thankful it has happened.
Is the NFL out of your system, or do you still harbor some hope of being able to prove them wrong there someday?
I'm really not searching to go back and prove anything. I really feel comfortable here, and I think I found a home, and I'm not looking to go anywhere else.
They still talk about you a lot in New England. There's a certain movement among the fans there that says, you know, Doug Flutie should never have left here. He should still be playing for the Patriots.
It's really something unusual. There's a great loyalty to Doug Flutie back in the Boston area, and it's really nice to see each week there's articles back in the papers and talk shows, and people address that point. And it's nice to have that kind of support from back there, but I don't see that as an option.
When you came here last year and the lines were beset with so much turmoil, did you feel as though you were in the middle of a nightmare?
You start second-guessing yourself a little bit. When things are going bad, you're always looking over your shoulder saying, what the heck did I get into? Maybe I should call it quits and retire, forget about this game. But it's seasons such as this, you know, the way things have gone so far this year, you could play forever and you're enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. There were times when I was second-guessing, but I think overall I knew this was the right move for me.
This year's the payoff.
Hopefully it will be. In the long run, we'll see.
Thanks for your time, Doug.
Thank you.
And Doug Flutie, Joe, with 220 passing yards in the first half.
That guy can play football, and there's no question that if he keeps at this pace, this is going to be a whale of a finish.
Well, another fellow who can play football is the Pinball, the outstanding player in the CFL last year, and one of the reasons he won that award, his punt return ability. 94 yards in the first half, his 4th career punt return touchdown.
Well, this might be 94 yards as the field goes, but it's not as Pinball runs. He ran about 150 yards here to the right side, left side, all over the field. I figured that he beat half of that team just on his own ability, and he maybe got half of the team blocked on his teammates.
And just to make sure he got there, the Rocket provided an escort for the final 10 yards. Pinball Clemens with a 94-yard punt return touchdown as the Argos lead 28-20. Well, the sun is setting on English Bay, but our game is far from over.